what defines my name. Without the IR at the end, the reincarnated Gil Scott.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake. Forbes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Browns in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He finds McCoy. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The rookie from Washington put it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a 1st down. Back to throw again. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Come on.
Looking to throw. Forbes. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
and 10
Let's
at the
go now.
33-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. And the offense helmet on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Following the touchdown, here's Cyber now to kick it off. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Broken tackle. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A short throw there to Strange. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bradford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 39 yards. And the Bengals have cut the lead back down to 2. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Forbes. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they'll be taken down at about the 45.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now just a matter of what.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
A tough adjustment to the NFL for his rookie season. That's why the turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a solid run down inside the 30. 84 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Pressure comes and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Forbes. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Pass the 50. Pass the 50. Here we go.
Back to throw. Forbes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Forbes. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Burrow on play action. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, that's when this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. They'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Cut 19, 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Forbes. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his target. Pass complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Here now, 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Bradford. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Got it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lions. Ready,
Back to throw. Forbes. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
What's your set?
Another run for Brown on second down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 119 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1-1, ready? 49-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 10. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Forbes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Forbes. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Forbes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Operating from the gun. Forbes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good shot. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mark Andrews, 55 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score. Bengals 31. Browns 29. Austin Seibert to kick off 4th.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
1-1, ready?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Side. Ready? Right side. Side.
Right back to Brown. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And it'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard line.
Right there, hurt.
Back to throw. Forbes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On the ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
180. 180 hot.
This is Brown going up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up their 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
McPherson for the Bengals field goal of 38-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now he's going to step up and run. And this one too low.
Giving big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
19, 18. 65 cat. 65 cat. Dragon 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Forbes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready, check.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirate. 60 Maverick. 60
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline is complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off play action. Forbes. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. And now an audible here into something else.
At the 5-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Got it. Ready?
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
18, 19, Tiger, 19.
Operating from the gun. Forbes. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
36.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the ground.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go play action with Burrow. That is intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to score.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down. They give it to Brown. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Bradford.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Gun.
Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Here we go.
Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In the backfield by himself is Brown, second and goal. Now Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds McCoy. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down